Hello and welcome to Nioh. Nioh being a new fantasy Japanese RPG style thing, which, you know, there's enough of those. There's one more now. It's a Dark Souls a Dark Souls-like. Ugh. What Dark Souls really needs, I'm not going to bother with this nonsense. It's a very kind of. I've already started playing it on my own, so it's quite interesting. It's a Dark Souls-esque, and what we really need is another game that's like Dark Souls, but not like Dark Souls enough that everyone says it's like Dark Souls, but born of the same kind of spirit. So kind of a Legend of Zelda. I'm just skipping this nonsense. He's just in the Tower of London. Jesus Christ! Look at his shoulders, by the way. Oh look, I've got a fish woman who kind of tries to show me what I'm about. I'm gonna punch my way through this wall. And here is a tired man. Steal all his things. Right, that guy's gone off up there, so I'm gonna go up here. Ooh, sword. Ooh, sword. Yeah, Nioh, it's as I say, I've got some shoes, I've got a sword, I've got literally 100% of the things you need to escape the Tower of London, if past experience is anything to measure. Look, he looks like he's stuffed like a sausage. He's such a meaty lad. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, should have prepared for that. But yeah, no, it's very Dark Souls-esque, including, you know, the very basic Dark Souls thing of, you start out in a key. You start out in a goddamn asylum, or the Tower of London, or some variety of dungeon, like all the Dark Souls are. And in that sense, it's very safe. It doesn't take a lot of risks with the formula. There's, I think, a big problem a lot of Dark Souls likes, I guess, but because Metroidvania, which is the term that the term that we're really kind of looking to emulate, this, at least the structure of, if we're making a neat. Oh yeah, you have to assign all your own stuff, medicines. There we go. Medicine you only use, I think, in this part of the game, and then later on you get some other item. It is a really weird opening, because so little of it applies, like, so little of it is relevant to how the rest of the game works. It's a really strange way to start. I'm underpants and a really fancy jacket. Excuse me, I've got a cold. It's winter. Well, I suppose it's winter a lot of places, but it's definitely winter in England at the moment, and winter in England is like double winter anywhere else, because England's already in a state of perpetual shit. But it's not like a good winter. It's not a Norwegian winter. It's not the winter. It's not the kind of, you know, hearty snow that would inspire a saga, for example, or like it's not the kind of winter that makes you want to go and invade a different country. Though that's the summer for us. To be fair, for the English, invading someone else's country is pretty much a year-round pursuit. We don't feel the need to. We don't do it as interestingly as the Norwegians used to do. The Norwegians got out and about because, well, you know, it beats staying in. We got out and about because, you know, everything in this country tastes of blandness. We wanted some spices, quite literally spices. This game is also about England going out and about and having a bit of a fucking causing a fuss. Are you gonna just wobble your big stick about? I'm gonna. All right, yeah, you're dead. Sorry, lad. In this particular game, we're not after spices. We're after magical bits of rock, which you bet if were there such a thing, we'd definitely go to war over them. Went to war over tea once. Not a sensible country when it comes to what we choose to spend our military on. Which is a bit political to say these days. Hey look, a shrine. I don't know that this appears either anywhere else. The shrines, like all of the Japanese section of the game, has like a very different aesthetic, and like other than like the basic kind of cut and thrust kind of light attack, heavy attack, rah 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 kind of system. No shields as well, which I thought was interesting, but not like it's a more of a Bloodborne than a Dark Souls, just because of that. It's because, you know, Bloodborne is very much a Dark Souls without shields, and this doesn't have any shields. So, you know, fairly straightforward. No guns either, of course. Oh no, well there are guns, but you're I don't know, it's not exactly a Dark Souls, which puts it above fucking, oh, what's his name? Oh god, what's the game I'm thinking of? The one with it was shit, Lords of the Fallen, there we are. What an amazing, like, mental connection I have with Lords of the Fallen, that all I need to do is consider, what's a game that came out and was shit, and I can find Lords of the Fallen in my fucking memory database. Wasn't very good, Lord of the Fallen. Was not particularly impressed. Oh yeah, I could still go up a floor, couldn't I? Excuse me again, as I say, it's winter out here, which just means everything is a bit soggier. The whole country goes through a very cold microwaving session, if you know what I mean. And what I mean, of course, is that when you put something in a microwave, it comes out fucking soggy, and there's nothing that can be done about it. It doesn't really matter what you're putting in there. You can put in literally anything. It'll come out at least a little bit soggy, because that's what microwaves do. Ooh. Hello, Kelly. Oh yeah, no, this is a real guy. Like, the character you are is a guy called William, who was an actual Irish samurai, and this guy Kelly is based off a real guy who was like, I think was a courtier to Queen Elizabeth. I could just step down there. I'm choosing not to. This is something in this game that I'm genuinely annoyed at. I get my little hat, yeah. Look at that hat. I would have worn that hat for the rest of the game had they given me the chance, but they take your fucking hat off you very early on. It's bullshit. It's the only part of this game that has genuinely bothered me. Like, that I've thus, I don't know, I can't, yep, I don't have any of my, my specials and anything like that. You do get like moves, you get like various techniques and shit. It's quite a good system. There's a genuinely worthwhile system of like character developments and upgrades and shit, which is quite good. Like, you get better at types of weapons. It's not excuse me. Like, you can improve your abilities with certain weapons to the extent where you unlock like special moves for them, or like, oh, now you're just better at katanas and you can do this katana move that you couldn't do before. There's a lot of complexity to it, and it's this that makes the game interesting, and it's this that is entirely surgically removed from the opening, to the point where I have to wonder what the motivation was for doing that, because the opening of the game is this is like the tutorial section. It's the, oh, you gotta get out of England by escaping all these men. You're just locked in you're in a bit of a room, and then later on there's a bit of a street. Like, this is super not interesting, and it's super not buying me into your world, so I don't know why it's the first thing that I do. It's just, I don't know. And admittedly, yeah, it doesn't take long to get out of it. It's not, I love how he holds his sword like it's like he like holds his sword like he's holding a either like he's doing an impression of a chicken, or more likely that he thinks that he's got a sheath for his katana there, because he's holding the sword like a katana. But no such luck. You see what I mean? I don't understand why this bit exists. Like, well, okay, no, there's like a semi-sensible reason that they're trying to be like, oh, he didn't want to go to Japan, kinda, he had to for a reason, but you don't have to, I don't know, I don't feel like the inclusion of a bit where you're run around in England being a bit weird is necessarily in any way good. Like, I don't think that this bit serves a purpose that is, that is in any way valuable, to be frank. Eat all that. I'm just gonna kick in your big door. Underguard gloves and a bastard sword. But yeah, I don't see the point of this bit of the game to be fair. Oh no, he's gonna crossbow me. You saw him. Also, they all have crossbows, which is weird because this is definitely like flintlock times. This is definitely like, in Japan there's more guns than this, which is weird. Like, historically, because I thought flintlocks were definitely banned in Japan for a very, very long time. Like, nobody used them. The government didn't fucking use them. It was It was like an enormous cultural taboo to admit that firearms existed, and excuse me! Ah, God. I apologise for that. As I say, winter in England, the saddest place on earth. No wonder we all couldn't wait to get out. Alright, lad. I'm gonna cut you in half, son. Oh. Well, you shan't get my fancy hat. Ugh. The hat is the thing that bothers me. No, it's, in fairness, this borrows a hell of a lot more from Bloodborne than it does from Dark Souls. So at least it's borrowing from the most developed of the Souls games. Do you know what I mean? If it was borrowing from Dark Souls... Well, if it was borrowing from Dark Souls 2, I wouldn't be playing it. But if it was alright, that wasn't fair. But if it was borrowing from Dark Souls, it would be taking a version of the formula that the guy who created the formula has moved on from. It would be a puzzling decision at best. I'm just gonna stab you repeatedly, mate. Come at me. So I'm not going to deny being, you know, pleased ever so slightly. Nope. With the... I've already done this bit. So I do know that there's nothing there. But I can't remember exactly where I'm meant to go. I don't know that if you're trying to escape, you want to be climbing things. Historically, people who want to get out of castles haven't gone climbing the stairs. Are you gonna... Yep. Yeah. Feels vaguely unfair, him in plate, me in... Also, yeah, this is definitely, like, matchlock. There's guns in this world. This is, like, China era. So there wasn't... I don't think there were plate mail armoured knights in England during the Tower of London, during the late... Like, I think it's the 16th century? I don't know that this was a thing. I mean, I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. Historically, I'm often wrong. It's one of my favourite things about myself, if you don't count all the self-deprecation. Get out of it, you... Just drop your guard and let me stab you a bit. Come on. Let's not be silly. There we are. Ooh, a battle axe. Fancy. Obviously, I'm equipping the axe now. You know what's quite interesting? I've gone an entire... This is all... And this whole bit down here is somewhere I never went the first time I played through this. So, like, I'll say this for them. They've made a ridiculously expansive, needless area at the beginning of their game. Ooh, a breastplate. That'll help me, I think it fits. It kind of suits, in a way. I'm gonna chop this man in half. Oh, geez. Oh, okay. Alright, no. Alright, no, it's fine. I didn't know you had a friend. That's all. I thought you were lonely. I'm sorry. Okay, no, come on. Alright, no. Alright. Oh. Right, well, yeah, no, I've got an advantage over the last one I killed because A, I'm taking a lot less damage thanks to my actual armor this time. Oh crap. B. Oh no, they will just chase me all day, won't they? Yep. That seems to be the way of it. That's what happens when you get too close to someone swinging a fucking battle axe around, mate. I don't know how I'm getting out of this corner. Yeah, I was trying to remember where I came from. There's all those ladders. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay. Am I gonna... I think I'm reborn back here, yes. Good times. The basic kind of... Yeah, it's the basic, it's the basic Dark Souls structure. You die, you get reborn at the last place you went... You saved, and then you go again, but it's got the whole... It's got a bit of the, It's got a bit of the Bloodborne about it, in that, like, your healing items are a resource you can save up on, or, you know, expend all of. You get to pick them up as you go along off enemies, so you can, you can survive out longer if you either find a lot of items, or you can manipulate the drop rate using game mechanics, which is always a fun thing for video games to do, because then they can justify making nothing fucking drop. You see what I mean? Like, if you get to dick about with the... And you don't get to dick about with the drop rates of anything very much. Like, it's all like... I think it's something like you're 5% more likely to drop healing items or something. It's, and you can multiply that by finding little goblin boys out in the wild. But, no, yeah, this is another one of those things, because there's so many of the basic kind of mechanics that you're going to be relying on. Yeah, I went through those doors the first time I played this, and in retrospect, I don't think I was meant to, because these guys are here, and 2 nights is probably a bit much to ask you to deal with quite this early on, but I managed, because I'm fucking amazing. Oh. Oh my word, that nearly was everything, wasn't it? Oh, come on, take a swing. Oh, Jesus, he's behind me. He's gone. How's his friend? How are you doing? Are you also ready to meet the sweet release of death? Oh, I've got some crosses, which is either a helmet or some pants. I don't know. I don't keep track, frankly. Mid-battle, I couldn't tell you whether a cuirass is a dick protector or a head protector, and I'm choosing not to make any kind of comment about that could be misconstrued as a joke. There we go. Because it wouldn't be a good joke, frankly. Is that a cuirass? Nope. Trousers. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hang on. Do I have greaves as well? I do. I've just got them. Just missing the gloves and the helmet. Not that it matters, because you lose all of this stuff very quickly, which is a shame. Because, as I say, I've got my little hat on. I'm never taking that hat off. The game robs me of that hat very quickly, which is, you know, kind of a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. I was looking forward to exploring the entirety of Japan dressed as just someone who's very slightly a dick. Not a lot of a dick, it's just a little pork pie hat, but, like, enough of a dick that people will, you know not to take me very seriously, because I look, you know, just a bit like a dick.
Using monsters like that to fight wars, there's got no more use for us. Striking when the opponent is down and helpless. That's what they're trying to do to us. His body just split in two. Oh God. You wanted to kill me from the start.
Yeah, there's you can get like weird memories, I guess would be the term for them, off the people that you kill, which is, you know, not kill, sorry, like loot, like just random about the place corpses, as Dark Souls and Bloodborne and so on all have the tradition of, you know, glowing lumps on a corpse being the universal indicator for, oh, this guy had something. This guy died clutching something of immense value or importance, or, you know, a rock that says hello when you throw it. Either or, really both, ideally. I'm gonna knock your entire dick off, son, and you don't even know. You don't even know. Oh, he was having a fucking terrifying psychosexual nightmare there for a second, wasn't he? Yeah, come on, take a swing! Oh, I can't. I'm way too out of stamina. Which will be the armor, of course. The heavier you're equipped, the more stamina everything costs. it's that system again, which is fine. I mean, you've got to punish people for wearing Havel's gear suit somehow. I fucking couldn't get that out, could I? Oh, you gonna shoot me with a crossbow, despite... We have guns, you dummy! Am I gonna climb up there and die? I'm not, you know. I think at the top of that tower is where this section ends, which is why, despite the fact I was talking about how shit it was, I'm not gonna fucking go up there because I'm actually curious to see what else is about, and that means having them lads down back from where I was just now. Ooh, he had me. Ooh, he got me good. Well, this is the room where I'll come back if I die, so I'm not overly worried about this fight. See? Make sure... You wonder why they don't put my corpse back into, like, prison. Because I do just reanimate. Like, I feel like this system makes sense everywhere else, because... You know, most of the time you are fighting, these kind of vile demon beasts, so it makes sense that you would, that they'd kind of abandon your body, you know what I mean? And most of the game, from what I can tell, take place in old battlefields and wastelands and shit. Whereas this bit, the Tower of London bit, sorry, does not feel like the Tower of London. Okay, what is the point of that item if the guy he's with comes after me anyway? Like, surely the point of having a stone to throw is that you... is that you alert one of them to your presence without having to alert the both of them to your presence. Like, surely that's the whole point of items like that. Yeah, you get stunned for a fucking age when you run out of stamina. It is absolutely deadly. I might just be trapped in here with these idiots then. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to beat both of those guys. Could have a go if you want. But yeah, it's got a lot of systems, and none of them seem to have been built into this, the fucking opening of the game. Oh shit. The opening of the game, which is a weird design choice. Like, there's a tutorial for how the combat system works, and it happens after this bit. Like, you end this bit, and spoiler alert for the game about fighting in Japan, you go to Japan, and on the way to Japan, you have like there's like a mystical fantasy dojo that your guy goes to in his mind, because he was reading books about how to fight with swords, and then, like... And then there is the tutorial for this game, and that's just I mean, that's not where the tutorial of a game should be, surely. After the opening segment, after the bit at the beginning where you fight dudes and it teaches you the basics of, like, the world and the lore and the concepts we will be dealing with in this game about magical stones that we want to kill Japanese people for. Come get me, you... Come swing your dumb shit, you idiot. This game, of course, is all about how English colonialism is evil. And to be honest, good for it. Good for fucking it. Because we English are going through our own weird colonial period at the moment, where we can't quite remember whether genocide was bad when we did it. So we're having a weird national conversation about whether or not foreigners count as people, and as a result, you know, I do like having a game about evil colonialists. It's probably it's not the worst thing. I think Japan has a reason. I think Japan, the country that made this game, has a reason to imagine colonialism was a bit of a mess. Yeah, this is the end of the opening section, so I'll never know what was over there. But I will have this hat. I'll keep this hat on me forever. No one will ever take my hat from me. Oh, look at this dickhead. Do you want my hat? Have a rock. Fuck you. Derek. I love that he's called Derek. What a shit name. I bet you are an English executioner, Derek. Ah. I bet you are nearly dead already because I'm super cool, Derek. God, Derek. This is such a normal fight that will definitely not... You won't have a second form. Such a thing would never happen in Queen's England. There he is. Breathing a lot for a man who I just stoved his chest in with a broadaxe. This guy wasn't real, but his name is the name of a real man who existed and was like a weird occultist. But he was nowhere near as... He didn't have tattoos, he just had a beard and he talked about having angels that would do his bidding. I forgot how much I loved his voice. His voice is fucking perfect. They get bigger! They do get bigger, see? It was... I mean, he was already... He didn't need to. He was pretty probably dead. I thought you didn't want to... Did you want to kill me? It was not immediately clear. Also, who tried to sew that man's mouth shut? Because his mouth was sewn shut while he was just a guy. And that isn't a thing that anyone has ever done to executioners. That's not like... That's not a historical thing that we've done. No one sews executioners' mouths shut. It would be a... It's a dumb idea. Oh, shit. Yep, I saw that coming. It would be a bad idea! Whoa! Oh, Jesus. Am I gonna... Okay. Because I won that first time last time, so I was wondering whether or not the game would allow me to die, or whether the plot would just play out. Because you don't really... I don't think you really can be said to have won that fight. I'm gonna take your gloves, son. I do love that he reaches for an imaginary fucking sheath every time when he runs with his katana. I do enjoy that. Here we are. Is someone gonna come out at me again? Is it you? Are we just gonna have that conversation like that had never happened? Because that was really weird. That would be really strange. Considering this game feels a lot like a Dark Souls in that the world canonically changes when you aren't in it. There you go, Derek. Sorry to do that to you again. Yeah, okay. I don't feel like I need to have that conversation again. No, come get me. Come get me. No, come get me. Oop. Poke. Oop. Yeah, there are invincibility frames when you are dodging, which is nice, which is a very nice thing for a game to do, in my experience. I very much like the couple of Whew, I am eating dick this time. Alright. Alright, Derek. No, that's fine. You want to get angry? You can get angry. I'm going to take off I'm going to take off all my armour. I'm going to do you like this. This is how I'm going to do you. This is how I'm going to do you. Oh yeah, not every item has the same stats as well. Like, items have levels in this for some reason. So, like, and like commonalities, so you can get like, ooh, mine, that's an uncommon hat. Which, I mean, obviously it is. It's the most beautiful hat in all of London town. But, I don't know, I just think that's an interesting way of doing it, giving all the different items and shit their own, like, levels and stats and things. It's, I don't know, it gives meaning to the idea that enemies keep dropping swords that you already have. I think, like, that's an interesting decision that's an interesting non-Dark Souls, non-Bloodborne thing that this game did, and I'm vaguely proud of it in a kind of weird way, because, you know, it should be doing things that Dark Souls didn't do. It's not Dark Souls. It has different systems in place, and as a result, you know, those systems are going to need balancing with different things. Like, the idea that a Dark Souls, like, needs to be exactly Dark Souls is inherently kind of dumb. Dark Souls exists. It's not like we need one. I love throwing rocks at monsters. Get out of it, you dick. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the benefit of not wearing a full suit of armour is that I can move better. The downside is that when he hits me, I'm not got a full suit of armour, coating my fucking delightful tomato flesh inside. Oh no, okay. Yeah, you've got a magic bit where you get all fucking super powered. How dare you decide that I'm just using a sword for your own purposes? I reckon I could kill him without activating that, because it's YB. It's like, oh, like, execute your fancy magic mode. Oh, do you want to fuck with me? Is that where you're? I've got a super magic sword. I know you're not impressed, but I do have a magic sword. I feel like if you chopped a demon in half with a magic sword, and then the guy was like, "Oh, aren't you cool?" Oh, you've nicked off with my buddy. You see what I mean? He just has your mate. That's it. Oh, shoot, mate. Fuck off. How do you know I'm not one of you? I'm dressed perfectly. I'm perfectly disguised. See, this is the bit where you get shot. See, I got shot. So, ought to be dead, probably. I fell off the Tower of London with a feather. It's a magic feather. It's a Dumbo feather, so I can fly now with my ears. But not an exceptionally useful feather, you'd assume. Death is an entry to life. I'm having my feather. Naturally. I'm sipping coffee. Not at the same time. Like, in the same cup. Yes, at the same time. I have the two mugs. That way, like, the Lemsip is like it's like a restorative, and coffee is designed to slowly and surely, crinkle your soul until you're a lot more intense. It's a good combination when you're sick, and you have to do things. Oh, I love his voice. I just love his dumb fucking voice. I don't know why. He's so melodramatic. He's so keen.
The Hell-Off was lost. The trow sank. Why the hope vanished without a trace. The good news of the Black God's hap was nothing but lies. Only Leifta remained.
That's probably a metaphor of some variety. Maybe he never got there. Maybe he went on a boat like everyone else, and maybe his boat sank. Because apparently, trying to go to Japan by boat is the least reliable thing that's ever happened. Yeah, two things that aren't love historically. Monsters can be love if you're brave. If you've got a really good head on your shoulders and you know what you want out of life, you can fuck a monster. You too could fuck a monster. God bless you, Guillermo del Toro. Not that a giant fish man is my particular cup of monstrous tea, but there we go. Yep, you've got the weird... Welcome to the weird section that's kind of like fucking Oblivion in how you choose your character out of book pages. What do you want to be good at? Do you want to be good at swords? Do you want to be good at more swords? Do you want to be good at a spear? Swords on sticks? Do you want to be good at axes? They're not swords, they're axes. Kurshama, do you want to be good at scythes? Bigger swords. Not even kind of swords, just sticks. Just 2 sticks. Alright, naturally, I think. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's go for swords. Because this is a game about swords, so I imagine the ability to use a sword will be pretty handy at some point. Probably becoming useful. Any armaments and joints for combat in every imaginable scenario. If I had to use another weapon, which weapon would I choose? It wouldn't be swords, it'd be... No, I'm not going to have just more swords. That would be... I feel like that would be kind of stupid. Axes? Because there's the 2 weird ones. There's like I don't know whether those are useful or whether those have just been put in to be like, oh no, we've got a lot of Japanese weapons. Like, how useful legitimately is that going to be fighting big monsters? I feel like that's a small... I feel like that hits lightly in a vague amount of range, and that hits quick and light and immediate... Oh. You know what? No, I'm gonna... No, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go Tonfas. I'm gonna Bruce Lee the crap out of it, is how I'm gonna go this. Oh, no. Nah, fuck it, no. I'm going Axes. I just want to... I'm going to... Because I imagine I'll be... Because you do fight a lot of very big guys. So I want swords for normal-sized people and an axe for the largest of folk. Amplifies the abilities of those in its protection to sense enemies. Strengthens the attacking power or strengthens the evading. Fuck 'em up, lad. Get me a dog. Yeah, Tonfas can fuck themselves. Nah, thanks. I don't want to do a tutorial. The tutorial's quite good, actually. You are just it's not connected to any part of the game. It's like a fantasy dojo where you go to and then do some cool dojo tricks. It's quite a nice little addition, actually, to be honest. Here we are, William, wearing his shirt, looking at the... I thought they were hermit crabs, but they're horseshoe crabs, but they're clearly some kind of demon. Exciting. But yeah, now the game has actually started. And it's the 1600s. So, yeah, I think guns should definitely have been present at the Tower of fucking London. I don't think the Tower of London was in particularly hurting for technology, being the centre of an empire about people who went around having better technology than the people they were murdering. Level up? Obviously not. Because I got it on Steam, I've got the cool Steam hat, so I'm going to be wearing the cool Steam hat. It's because they take all your shit off you, so there's no reason at all why you'd go out exploring, but I do have this cool hat now, because I got it on Steam. Oh yeah, the shortcut there, which I'll be needing later. I don't think I have any weapons yet. That little green guy, by the way, you just find those little dudes about, and then they can like give you bonuses and shit. It's a very full, very good system, which is why it's weird to me that it takes this long to arrive. I'm stealing that shit. I'm gonna beat you to death, you samurai prick. Check out my cool magical hat. You come for me, boy. Oh no, I mean, so close, admittedly. Oh Jesus. Yeah, okay. Fucking curb stomped to death. Do I have a weapon? Sorry, I probably do. Yeah, I've got a sword. Alright, fine. Good for me, I suppose. I know what's over here. I sold the brick. Hello, dickhead. Oh yeah, should probably equip my sword. Yeah, while some games, because this is a big feature now, every fucking game is doing this. Oh, other player died there, you can do something with that. And in this instance, the thing you can do is resurrect that person as the spirit of them as they died to fight them again. What a cool little fucking... Okay. Well, obviously, not always wise to bring back the dead spirits of other players and then attempt to defeat them, but you can do it and you can unlock shit that they had, so that's quite cool. You can, like, pick items off them. If someone died and they had a bunch of good shit, take their good shit. Now it's your good shit. You've succeeded in taking some good shit. Which is, I mean, what we all want, after all. I'm gonna go back there and get my cool wolf back. He just hangs out. Yeah, you lose your spirit powers, which in this instance means my cool wolf mate when you die, which is always a terrible shame because your cool wolf mate is like 90% of the reason you were even bothering. Who are you? I'm gonna throw a rock at him. Fuck him. Do you want to pick a fight with me, you dumbass? But yeah, no, I do like the combat system in this. It's a lot more. I don't know. I can't decide whether it's over designed, but it's certainly more designed. I can't decide whether it's necessarily good. But like, okay, so there's like lighter and faster attacks and overhead heavier attacks, and this tiny man down here who I'm sending on his way so he can help me out later. Oh, nothing behind there. Only that dickhead who I've already dealt with once. Could actually wear some armor this time. I don't know how one of those is a lot more defensive than the other, but there we are. To arrive in Japan, steal a bunch of dead people's clothes, and save the world. Or at least my fish girlfriend. I think that's what I'm about. I think I'm here to save my fish girlfriend. Oh yeah, Steam is pouring out of my hat. Get it? No, because it's about steam, but not steam like the thing, like the not the heated gas. It's the fuck. Sorry, I distracted myself. I was trying not to sneeze, and as a result, I made possibly the worst joke of this or any other piece of recorded media. There we are. Nah, you're on your own, bud. But yeah, like, I think some of them aren't. Ah, cool, I've unlocked a samurai skill. I'll just get onto that in a second. Quite cool. What axe, you say? Well, that'll come in useful. I do love how fucking enormous the axes are. Like, there's a pleasure to using vastly oversized weapons in games like this, because like while so much of the structure of these things are about like emphasizing your personal fragility, because you know what? Because like, oh shit, hello mate, I'm gonna cut you into little slices like a kebab. Because while so much of the like the plot and the way that things are built is, you know, whether it means to or not, they do have a good line on emphasizing the fragility of your character as this like lonely human-sized person in a world that has become entirely monstrous and beyond their ability. Bloody grave of a person called Neuromancer. I'm bringing you back, Neuromancer. Now we will fight. Engage me in single combat. Oh no, he's engaging me in single combat. The one thing for which I was not prepared. I should not have been so successful. Oh, I'm throwing a rock. Fuck. Don't stop it. Don't stop a katana duel to throw rocks. Or insults. Rocks or insults. Neither are good. Neither are good. Come here. Come and get me, you little boy. Oh yeah, yeah. There's like a timing thing that you can do when you. Yeah, sorry. There's a timing thing that you can do when you are when you're attacking people. When your stamina is down, although stamina is key in this case because we're set in Japan, you see. So we can't be stamina because stamina doesn't exist as a concept. if you go east far enough. When if the sun's coming up, you've got ki. If it's going down, you've got stamina. But like not like based on the time of day. If you're in a geographic location where the sun comes up, I think it's no, that seems to check out with what I remember from an Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan movie about, what was that? East of west, west east, the east and west boys. Okay, I'm getting further and further away each time I guess there, but there's an Owen Wilson film with Jackie Chan in it, and they talk about how the sun comes up in one of them's place because it's a cowboy / ninja movie with Jackie Chan, but Jackie Chan, for the purposes of dramatic irony, has to pretend he couldn't kill Owen Wilson with his eyebrows, because of course he could. Because he's Jackie fucking Chan. Because he was born Jackie James fucking Chan. Whereas Owen Wilson has all the macho fucking intimidation of an old copy of a 1930s copy of Good Housekeeping magazine. He's damp. He looks fundamentally afraid to be here, wherever he is and whatever he's doing. Never before has a man been so frightened by the implications of his own existence. It looks like he's constantly just realising that his parents had sex to make him. That's what Owen Wilson looks like. You can quote me on that. Not that you will. No one will ever repeat anything I say, because I'm not funny enough. But, if you wanted to... Hello, dickhead. Oh no. Oh no, I'm stood behind you and I've got a katana and I'm going to jab it repeatedly into your anal cleft. And then you died. What a shame. I do like how there is explicitly a tutorial to explain these concepts to you, and then the game still has messages everywhere to explain these concepts to you, because the tutorial was clearly built as like a secondary thought. It was not built with the idea of being in the game. It was built because it was needed in the game. It was never a part of the original plan, was the tutorial section, and as a result, it is both strangely impossible to ignore and absolutely forgettable. It's a very weird cross-section of the human experience that the tutorial section of Nioh, the video game, exists in. And without my insightful, cutting fucking review, how would you ever know that the tutorial section of Nioh deserves to be having some kind of what's it called? What are they called? When you don't know why you exist. I've never had one because I've always been fairly... As an android built to play video games, I've never really not known why I exist. I'm here to fuck shit. Mostly up. Hey look, it's a Dark Souls style shortcut where you can cut back to an earlier point by kicking down a ladder. I know it wasn't necessary for me to sing about it, but it was entertaining for me to sing about it, so I think you can understand why I did. I feel like I've got a little extra mate now. Yeah, you get one extra mate per guy you find in the world, which is cool, because I like all these little extra mates. Armor drop rate increases by 1. How fortunate am I to be living in a world where my armor drop rate can increase by 1%? I don't know how you died. Oh no, I do. You drowned. It's an early guy who just walked off into the ocean, never to be seen again. I was gonna stream this about a week ago. Actually, this is something quite weird. I was gonna stream this about a week ago, and oh, hello, zombie. Oh, you fool! You've fucked that up. Excuse me. Sorry. Like a tickle in my nose. Yes, I was going to stream this about a week ago. And I had a weird problem in that the game wouldn't fucking start. It would get to a black screen and then it would remain there forever. Locked eternally in an endless void. Like, I was going to say my marriage, but I think I'm too young to be making jokes like that. Oh no. Oh, are you going to... Yeah, I'm just going to chop you into little bits. Lost forever in an endless void, like my parents' marriage. No, I'm too old for that. I don't know. Look forever in a parent's void, like the proletarian concept of love. 2, 3, and I'll fuck you up as well, chum. Yeah, you do Kai pulses to keep your Kai good, because the better your key is, the more likely you are to continue to survive. Someone has spotted me somewhere. It was him, and now I'm going to fucking axe him. Oh, mate, you shouldn't have started a fight with me, because you're in a shirt, and I've got an axe the size of your entire torso. So I guess that was a bad move on your part. Chum. Oh, buddy, you didn't have a chance. You never had a chance. I'm going to go into this nook. Oh, cool, a small stone. It's what I've always wanted. Excuse me, yes. Yes, but black screen, nothing would happen. Wouldn't start. Total fucking nowhere. And what I did with this, I ended up, oh, I'm going to level up, in fact. I think it's about time. X's. Life, how much weight you can carry, Kai, resistant to poison and paralysis. Heavy weapons. Yeah, I'm just going to scope up so I can lift heavy things. Because this is going to be the character. Like, I have another character who uses, like, light armor. And that's a cool thing that this game lets you do, which I didn't know that it would, and it doesn't seem to... The game doesn't seem to know that you can have two characters. But it does... If you start a second character, it just kind of, Cheers, thank you. What are you going to do down there, chum? So I could do... Oh, yeah. Alright, I'll go down here. Because then because this is basically an earlier zone. You just come back here to get some cool shit. Which is a lock of hair from a young samurai who I maybe was in love with. I would assume. I don't take a lot of armor from people who I'm not in love with. I don't tend to collect the locks of hair of brave young men I only think are cool. Do you know what I mean? I've never liked a friend enough that I've taken a lock of their hair. I've never liked a woman enough that I've taken a lock of her hair, but that's largely due to the inherent crushing loneliness of me. That's basically me being an emotionally dysfunctional creature of habit and fear, rather than any actual, you know, statement on gender disparity. Not that you can't take a nice young man's hair, but but you don't. I don't think it's wrong to collect the lock of hair of someone you like, presuming they are fine with it. Oh god, he had an axe and he came out of nowhere, and now I'm stabbing him in the face. Bye-bye. That was it for him. Yep. Now, and here we go. Some sweet foot shoulder shit. Break all those stuff up. Oh, hello. I can see that you're going to try and put that right in my heart and lung. Easy enough. Times like this, I really do wish that, Times like this, I really do wish that, what's his names came back. What's his name? Elixirs. Sunny D, the would be the Dark Souls equivalent. Not literally Sunny D, but, you know what I mean. Yeah, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, I don't care enough. I'm one of those Dark Souls players. I'm gonna masturbate over my own perceived superiority because I play a video game a little bit better than you. That's who I am. That's a character trait for me. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna get a longbow out because I can shoot these idiots in the head and make my own life easier. Hey, dummy. Guess what? Oh, okay. I guess that is what... I guess I was the one who should have guessed. That was not difficult. Because he's got a bunch of friends around this corner, see? Hey, dummy! Oh my god, you're wearing a helmet! How did I know that would work? Oh no! I'm gonna have to mash your entire fucking torso in now. Well, I took his head. I do like that the number of decapitations in this game has to have been, like, artificially raised, because I am constantly taking people's heads off with axes. And swords, and I haven't done any with those, like, kunai, like, not kunai, although you do get kunai, you get fucking everything. It's quite good. There's a whole, like, ninjutsu, like, whereas Dark Souls has, like, magic. Well, this game has magic, but whereas Dark Souls had magic and priestliness, magic and miracles, which is a really good, Insane Clown Posse song that will never be made because they didn't. That was actually just a poorly phrased Insane Clown Posse joke. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I'm just gonna whamp every fucker in with a gigantic hammer at this point, like King Diddy, King Diddy, King Diddy Day, King Diddy, King Doodoo. I'm just sorry. That is possibly the least sonically pleasing thing I've ever done on this channel. You can tell that I'm on, like, quite a bunch of painkillers at the moment, aren't you? Like, I'm definitely operating at a different comedy wavelength than I would use. Oh, Jesus God! Alright, Pom! Alright, chap! Alright, lad! How you doing? I'm gonna whap you with my big old hammer. Oh, well, okay. That was, I mean, I don't know, he's still about. He's got a sword, lads, is what he's got. Oh, I'm gonna have to kick your whole ass. Oh, Jiminy fucking Willikers, Batman! Oh, no, okay, alright, okay, no, okay, I can handle. Have a rock, you oversensitive prick. Oh, gee, okay, alright, okay. I don't know if I would describe what happened as freeing, but I'm certainly not there anymore. Ooh, that's a good point. I've got... Oh god, yeah. No, I'm all about... I am full. I am entirely bloated with beautiful, beautiful skill abilities. I think hammers are axes, which isn't a sentence that makes sense anywhere outside from this particular video game. Change another sound so that Kai hit, spins your body and your axe. You just hold Y and you go on a fucking whirly bird. Spins axe overhead and slams it to earth, creating a shockwave that drowns the area. Stance only activates when you recover full Kai Pulse. Raise the damage caused by your next attack. Use a Kai Pulse using more dodging. Mid stance only activates when you recover. Yeah, you want to be able to Kai Pulse while dodging. A frontal charge in full guard. Oh, it's that thing that the Executioner kept doing to me. Stance damage caused by your next attack. Slice. See, they're all like vague ability ones, and then there tends to be some like, oh yeah, that's a good one. Increases your defense while sacrificing movement speed. Can only be used when your sword is sheathed. Alrighty. Oh, stance activate recover full Kai. I'll go for the high stance stuff as well. Oh no, I do want that. Swings axe overhead, slams it to earth. Done. Alright. I don't think I need both of those. Alright, yeah, because then there's ninja skills, and there's ninja skills and Onmyo magic. Onmyo magic. Onmyo magic. Sorry, copy. And ninja skills are like, oh, now you've got seven shuriken. They respawn. You don't have to worry about where you're getting them from. You just always have 7 shuriken. 3 antitoxin pills. When taken, they absorb and increase your resistances. 3 doses of gallnut broth. Apply it to weapons to poison effect. Shuriken are basic throwing weapons for ninja. 3 doses of hemlock broth. Weapons for paralytic effect. 2 blinding cells. They explode when thrown. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, you get like cool tricks and shit. You get cool gadgets and things for when you're a ninja. Sacred water thing can be carried to 2. Allows you to prepare 2 power pills. When taken, your attack power will increase. You see what I mean? Basic throwing weapons. It's just a free supply of stuff. But like, after throwing a shuriken, press the shine button again, throws another shuriken. I suppose you like 5 storm kunai. Storm kunai have been specially altered to allow from throwing several at once. Kunai. But like later ones are like he's throwing someone thrown. Oh, what's it called? There's like what was it? There was an explosive one. There was an explosive thing you could throw at one point. For enemies who don't notice this, you use wider performing powerful attack from behind. Like, this is all stuff that you get later. Tiger running scroll. Improvised projectile scrolls. When used, you'll get one shot from a ranged weapon, even if you have no ammunition. Enable something just to read projectiles. Like fire shuriken. Shuriken traits so as to burst into flame. Like, when thrown, they explode and cause damage. Ooh, I could get those. Ooh. Do I have enough? I'm just gonna get some 3 explosive shuriken. Fuck it. Using the reduced attack power, there's like stuff so you can set your wind, lightning, earth, those just produce 2 resistance talismans, oasis talismans, cause ally in range to graduate health, increased range poison, blah blah blah. Like, there's like a good collection of like interesting little bits. Like now now I can equip. I've got elixirs. I've got. If I go back here, have a bit of a prey. I can ready my jitsus, which sounds like a goddamn Naruto plotline. But now I've just got 3 bombs. I've got 3 free bombs. You see what I mean? Like, there's interesting systems in this. You can upgrade those. You can, like... I don't know why the game thinks hammers are axes, but I like the things that it does. And so the opening is such a poor fucking opening. Like, I deeply hope that there's no one in the world sad enough to quit a game before they finish the opening because, it wasn't very good was the opening. It wasn't, there's not a lot of systems. But, like, if you're on Steam and you're relentlessly cheap or a bit of a jackass, then it's not inconceivable to imagine that someone would play the opening and then decide, actually, I don't want to pay for this because I've... There we are. Like, I can imagine there's someone out there who would do that. That person exists. They're out there in the world and no one can stop them. Someone should stop them. No one can. Which is why I don't know, it's just a bad idea to open your game really poorly. It strikes me as a bad idea to have any really poor section of a game in a game. And this game just kind of has one out of nowhere, for no reason. They're clearly not that bad at making video games, because they made the rest of it as well, and it was quite good. Oh, mate. Oh, shit. Have a grenade, lad. Oh. Alright, overhead. Yeah, because every weapon has the 3 stances. Nice. Easy enough. Every weapon has the 3 stances, and those stances basically decide, you know, both the angle of your attack and how much damage they do, because, like, the overhead attacks are a lot slower, and they tend to do a lot more fucking damage. So, every weapon has, like, a light, a medium, and a heavy mode, as well as then the attacks that take advantage of that system. So, like, there's heavy light attacks, and there's lighter heavy attacks. You see what I mean? Where you just try and sweep the leg, apparently. Well, good. Oh no, I made this mistake the first time, but it took me 10 or 11 minutes to realise that what you need to do is go back to where the that big monster was and take the key it was guarding. And then you're through. After which I'll reach the first checkpoint, and that will be the end of the playthrough for this time. But never fear, because fear is the mind killer. It's just never a good idea to be afraid of things. And B, because I will be returning next week for even more of this thing, because it's quite good. It's quite good indeed. I'll level up, see what I can do. I've got my dog there. Gotta love that dog. He's a good lad. He's a good lad. Oh, skill, dual size, time for guns, stamina, how much weight you can carry. Weapon mainly affected cannons. Do I get to carry around cannons later on? Because if so, I'm ready. I'll just say that I'm ready for that to become a thing that I'm allowed to do. But yeah, that will be the end of this stream. This is Nioh. It's quite good. It's weirdly badly started. It's, you know, got a lot of stuff happening in it, and I'm excited to see what more of that stuff looks like as I go on. I've got a fucking King Dede weird little hammer. I don't know, I'm into it. What do you want from me? Not every game can be the world's most important game. This is a pretty alright one. It's like Dark Souls, that game that you like, only it's in Japan. Weird, right? Because Dark Souls was made in Japan, but it wasn't made in Japan. As in, it wasn't made... It wasn't set in Japan unless Japan was really European and like Gothic for some reason. Anyway, this I'm wasting your time. Alright, so that'll be Nioh. That'll be me. That's been me playing Nioh. That's been me playing Nioh on HoneyMetal.com/Facebook. No, wait, no, we don't own Facebook. That's a really bad. Actually, that's not how that works at all. But anyway, I'll see you guys there. Have a good time. Obviously, this has been me. This has been all the me that there is. You run out of me, unfortunately. This is the end of that particular line, and I'll see you next week, probably, or not, who knows, only you can decide, but you will see. I'll see you next week, whether you choose to see, and the only thing that you choose, like, I will see you next week, whether you like it or not. The only thing that you tuning in will guarantee is that you see me here, that you will know where I am, and then and you will know where I am observing you from. Because if you don't tune in, I might not be here. I might be someone else observing you. But I will be observing you. I guarantee it. You can't escape. No one can escape. Fundamentally, that's one of the very basic laws of the human universe. This universe. The mortal fucking conundrum. You can't escape it. I will be there. Will you? Alright, bye. That's it. That's all. Bye.